Hello guys and welcome back to the channel. Today we're at Monterrey International Airport and we'll be taking a trip to Merida with a connection flight in Mexico City. We'll be flying with Aeromexico both ways, one with a 737 MAX 8 and the other one with a 737 8. So we'll be comparing just a bit, and to make it a little bit more interesting, we'll be flying in a premium economy cabin on the second flight, which is AM Plus, so stay tuned and keep watching. Now, as you get to know this terminal building, I just wanted to thank you all guys for the support lately on the channel. I know I'm not as active as I should be, but scheduling flights and whatnot takes time, video editing, and I'm just a hobby YouTuber. I'm not full-time or whatever, so I do my best for you guys. I wanted to share my passion with you, and I know we all share this in common. We love airlines, we love aviation, so thank you so much for it, and please enjoy this video. And if so, also remember to subscribe. It will help me quite a lot. It makes me happy to see the numbers growing and the community growing with it. So thanks so much and enjoy this review. Now, as I arrived at the check-in area, they told me I was very early, so if I wanted, I could board a plane that was gonna depart sooner, so I was fine with it. I had planned the seats for the other flight, and I told them if they had an empty aisle for that one, and they told me that yes sir, so I took the shot, and hopefully it is. So I want my space for recording. On the next flight it's not gonna be that possible, but for the first one, at least you can get an idea of how it's flying with these new generation jets with Aeromexico. And now more about this terminal. As you saw, there's plenty of restaurants and options, and after checking with security, there's even more options for you. The duty free, it's only available for the international flights, but the other areas are available for all of you guys. There was also premium lounges available if you have some sort of credit card that allows it, or probably your flight ticket allows it. So there's plenty of options, particularly in this terminal, because I've flown in the other two terminals and this one is the most equipped one, if you will. And as we go up this stairway, we're greeted with a pretty calm terminal at this moment. It will get busier later on. And as you can see, there's plenty of other stores, as I told you before. And we're also greeted with this sunrise and, of course, this beautiful 787 of Aeromexico. So enjoy the view for yourselves, guys. Since I forgot my credit card, I was not able to get into the lounge, but doesn't matter because it didn't took a lot of time before we were called to board. And this is the plane we'll be taking, so have a look for yourselves, guys. And as we reach the aircraft door, we can see the SkyTeam logo, as well as the Wi-Fi, and of course the awards it has got, as well as pretty much their certifications, if you will. So, they're proud of them, I guess. And also, I'm quite sorry, it's the only downside of having a calm road at the back of the aircraft that we'll need to wait and pretty much watch the guy in front of us just walk. And there's quite a lot of delay because boarding at last, it's waiting till everyone has already put their stuff on the overhead compartments. But don't worry, I'll just pretty much do a time lapse of it. And we finally reached our seats, so we will have the aisle 27 for ourselves. And as you can see, the seats themselves are quite thin, which are pretty much for two things: to give more legroom and more load capacity. I guess more towards the second one, but okay. The windows are quite big, and of course we can see the winglets, which are a clear sign we're in a 737 MAX. And about the leg space, it's pretty much not the best, but not the worst. It's very decent, to be honest. And for amenities, we only have the safety instructions manual as well as a seasick bag. And about the safety instructions manual, it's pretty much decent one, because after previous experiences we've had, we don't know what to expect on it. The screen is quite big, as you can compare it later on the video. We also have the USB outlet, and the table fits a regular person, not a small person as other aircraft are designed, so that's a good point on them. The headrest, it's fine, it's movable and it retains its shape. And this is the part where I struggle to show you guys how the reclinance of the seat looks like, so there you can have a clear idea of how it looks like. And even though I said it already, I wanted to show you guys that the headrest does move up and down, and we've also got a power outlet, so it's pretty nice. And as we taxi and take off, I'll just tell you guys, I'll let you enjoy the rest of this part. So you can expect to see a great view from above the city as well as from the mountains, so I'll let you guys enjoy. And as always, guys, it is time for the bathroom check. You can see it's quite a mess with the paper towels, but it's fine. And I want all of you guys to appreciate the mirror. You can see how they've kept the shape of the curvature, even though it's not appreciable with the baby changing unit. We also got quite an arrangement of things. We also got water and with temperature changing, so it's nice. But this knob was quite hard for me to get it with one hand, but whatever. Then it's the flush test, and that's pretty much it for the bathroom. And something worth noting, and as a comparison point between the new generation and the older one, it's this infotainment system. As you can see, there's plenty of variety for you to listen or watch, as well as the pretty much the information base. It's updated in this model, while in the other one, as you will see later on, it's quite hilarious to find some stuff that's pretty much 10 years old. Guys that have watched previous reviews from me, particularly the one of Emirates, here you can see why I was mad at them for not having free Wi-Fi on board, while even Aeromexico on a local flight does have it. And as we approach Mexico City International Airport, we can see the whole city skyline. I find Mexico City to be a beautiful city, very big, not as aesthetically pleasant in some areas, but it's really worth it. It's full of culture. It's very worth it. I try to visit it as much as possible when it's within my hands, but this time, it's a short connection, so it's gonna be possible. But if any of you guys is planning visiting Mexico as a whole, remember Mexico City, it's really worth it. You can have connections to anywhere else in the country, so if you want to visit Cancun, probably go first Mexico City and then Cancun or whatever. I guarantee you guys it's worth it. Thankfully, guys, we'll be connecting in the same terminal building, and the best part of it is in Terminal 2, because Terminal 1 it's quite hard to move around, and even more when you have a narrow time space. So just keep in mind whenever you're looking for a flight and it's connecting in Mexico City, if it's Terminal 1, please have plenty of time for you to connect. And as we disembark, you can say I waited for everyone to disembark, so we can have a clear view of the seats. There is a premium economy cabin, and here is the first class cabin. As you can see, they are also very flat, so the whole topic goes even to first class, or the clase premier as they call it in Aeromexico. Now you can see we're in the Terminal 2 building with all these tiny circles as a windows, and we'll be looking for connecting flights. So hopefully, guys, you enjoyed this little trip around the Mexico City Terminal 2 building. After walking the aisle and turning left, we finally found the connections. You can see it's pretty much on this staircase, so good luck if you're handicapped, if you have pretty much a huge load of baggages, because there's no other way. As I was looking for a elevator, there was not. So if you're connecting, good luck. For everyone else, I guess you'll depend on the accessibility. As a whole, probably the person that works there will take you, but it's a huge problem, as I was able to see it. You can see here there's nothing, there's no elevator at all, so that's a huge problem. Now you can see, since we're connecting, there's no need for the security scanning, and I'll be looking for something to eat while we board the next flight. As the next flight was very soon, I was able just to snack for myself this onigiri from the 7-Eleven, and then pretty much just get on to the next flight. And since there's a lot of people waiting for them to grab their seat, I will speed up this video so it's not eternal for you to see how we get into our seats. Now, as you can imagine, guys, recording the boarding process is the most difficult part for me, because recording others while they're sitting in their seats, it's quite uncomfortable for them. So that's why I have my phone pointing downwards. Now upon arriving, you can see the whole screen is smaller. The operating system looks older. Also, you can see the whole theme, even though we're on AM Plus or the premium economy market, as bigger or more leg space. There's pretty much the standard as it was on the Max. So it depends whether you're booking with a Max or not, that it's worth to buy the premium economy, I guess. And the only thing that looks updated in this interior at all is the security card. As you can see, the whole software looks old, and even the content on it is old. You can see music, movies, they are not really updated at all. The most hilarious part of it, as you can see in our fleet section, they've got planes that were retired quite a lot a long time ago, so you can really see how they've not taken care of this issue at all. And this time, instead of cookies, they gave us nuts, and I asked for a glass of water instead of anything else, but you know, there's plenty of options as well. And with the aim of not making it really repetitive, this video, we'll skip it to the part of the landing. So welcome all of you guys to Merida International Airport, and hopefully you guys enjoyed this video, and if so, remember, we have just arrived. We also have a look with the terminal, so please stay with me until the end of the video. Thanks so much, guys. As we get to the baggage claim area, I wanted all of you guys to see this great attention to details with these men and women bathroom signs. As you can see, they are both dressed up as a typical Yucatan person. And I wanted to close up this video with a marquesita, which is a typical Yucatan food over here. So thank you all guys for watching, and see you in the next one.